Rob, I hear you are a great storyteller.
Wow.
If you want a great story to tell, come and visit me at my house in Russia. Signed, Old Man Prokofiev. P.S. Map enclosed. Is there a... Oh, there is a map. Well, hey, I wonder what it's a map of. What do you reckon?
Map of Russia.
Map of Russia. Yes, it's a very detailed map of Russia. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. So Russia. So what's this here?
It's an airport.
Airport. Yes. Gloucester Airport. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Not in Russia.
Yes, because Russia's a long way away. I'll probably go in an aeroplane. So what's this here?
It's an old cottage.
Yes. Old man's house. In fact, Old Man Prokofiev's house. Next to the house.
It's a tree.
Tree, and beneath the tree,
Pond.
and all around the old man's house,
Woods.
woods. And let's see what else. Oh, what's that?
Beware of the wolves.
Beware of. Hey, I don't like the look. Beware of the wolf. Look at his. I don't like his teeth. No, they're very sharp. Anyway, it's all right because I happen to know that Russia is absolutely huge. So it's very unlikely in all of that space there, it's very unlikely I'll be meeting any wolves, isn't it?
Unless they're hungry like a wolf.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I've heard that sometimes it gets a little bit chilly in Russia, so I'm going to see if I've got some warm clothes to wear. And I'd better pack my suitcase.
Put your woolies on.
I don't know how long I'm going for. Oh, hold on, here's my fluffy hat, that's good. Oh. Hey, I'm going to Russia. Hey, would you like to come with me?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we've got to go to the airport, which isn't too far from here, so let's have a look.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you aboard this Felix Puppet Theatre flight from London. Please fasten your seatbelt, sit back, and enjoy the flight.
Welcome to Russia. My storytelling friends with great pleasure. You really must attend my house in Russia. You'll wear your fluffy hat when you're in Russia. And do the Cossack dance. Welcome to Russia. It's minus 53. You're in Russia. The shadows in the trees. It's night in Russia. We are trembling in your boots. It's night in Russia. The wolves in hot pursuit. Welcome to Russia, fellow storyteller. Make yourself comfortable in front of the fire. I'll take your hat, I'll take your coat. Now drink up your vodka and warm up your throat. My storytelling friends, with great pleasure. You really must attend my house in Russia. You'll wear your fluffy hat when you're in Russia. And do the Cossack dance. Welcome to Russia. My storytelling friend. I highly recommend. One night in Russia. You never will forget. Time in Russia. We haven't finished yet. Welcome to my home. Welcome to Russia.
I made it!
Yay!
I've only just got here. like this.
He's after your steak.
Let's just make sure. Just make sure I'm in the right place. So. Right, hold on. So, woods. There's woods up ahead of me.
We're in the woods.
Here. Hang on. All right, yeah. What's that? Let's see what that is. Smoke coming out the chimney of the old man's house, which I can see it over there. Right. Okay, now I'm going to have to walk through the woods, so hopefully, now let's have a look. Hopefully, it'll be all right. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, hopefully I won't see anything too scary.
Chris Evans!
At one point, I was at the very top of a tree, and all around the base of the tree, wolves all coming up at me. Exactly like that. But then, everybody, I saw a meadow over there. Look, when I saw the meadow, I ran as quickly as I could. When I got to the meadow, there was somebody in the meadow waiting for me. Who do you think it was?
A wolf.
It was the old man. It was indeed the old man. It was the old man. But he looked very concerned, everybody. In fact, he was in a right panic. He was jumping up and down. Oh, Rob, there's a great big wolf behind you. Make sure he doesn't bite you on the bottom. Well, so I ran as quickly as I could, and then the old man said, "Oh, you got my letter then, Rob?" "Yes, I did, Mr. Prokofiev. I did get the letter, didn't I, everyone?" "Yes." "Well, good. You'd better come in and take your hat off, Rob. Come on. It's got the fire going. There you are. Now, I will tell you the story you have come to hear. It took place in this very meadow here many years ago. Of course, I was a much younger man then myself. I had a little bit more hair on top of my head. And my grandson Peter, well, he was still a little boy. Yes, a little boy of just 6 years old. Now, are you sitting comfortably, Rob? I am, thank you, Mr. Prokofiev. Good. Well, the story is called Peter and the Wolf. In the meadow, where Peter's grandfather lived, there stood something very, very tall. Do you know what it was?
A tree.
It was indeed. It was the tree, and I've got the tree in my suitcase. Would you like to see it?
Terrific.
Obviously,
Tremendous.
it's quite hard to put a tree
Kind of
in a
growing on me.
suitcase, so I had to fold it in half. There you go.
Oh, it's branched out.
And do you remember what was beneath the tree on the
A
map?
pond.
Pond. Would you like to see the pond?
Yeah. I was ponder when you were going to say that. James Pond. Oh, it's pond knife.
Pond.
Looks a bit dead.
One cold grey night, as the moon was sitting high in the sky, Peter's grandfather was just getting ready for bed. He had a hot cup of chocolate in his hands. He was just about to climb up the stairs, and from out in the woods, beyond his garden and beyond the meadow, he heard a sound that sent a shiver all the way down his spine and all the way back up again. Ow! So he decided to go out into the garden to investigate where the sound was coming from. more importantly, what on earth was making it? Ow! Ow!
I thought it was wrong.
Ow!
Oh, it's no good.
Oh, I just heard a very scary sound coming from the woods. Ow! Oh, yes, there it is, over there. It's got two great big yellow bulging eyes and sharp pointy teeth. It is a very hungry wolf. Oh no! It is looking right back at me, everybody.
Oh no.
I bet you I know what that wolf is thinking. I bet you he's thinking, if that little old man over there doesn't stop staring at me like that, I'm going to wander over and I'm going to gobble him all up, bones and all. Oh no, I don't want to be gobbled up by the great big hungry wolf. I'd better go and tell Peter to be very, very careful when he is playing in the garden tomorrow. Oh! So Peter's grandfather, he ran back into the house and he slammed the front door shut. And then he bolted the front door, top and bottom. And then he locked it. But then he thought, it's all right locking and bolting the front door. But what if the great big hungry wolf comes up to the front door and huffs and puffs and blows the door in? Yes, sir. I'd better put something in front of the front door.
Winning-proof.
And so he did. He pushed the kitchen table up against the front door. It was a great big heavy oak farmhouse kitchen table. There was no way that the wolf was going to get in through the front door. And then Peter's grandfather, he checked all of the other windows and the doors in the house to make sure that the wolf couldn't get in. And last but not least, he filled up an iron pot full of water, and he placed that iron pot on the fire. Why do you think he did that?
To boil the wolf.
Exactly, just in case the wolf thought it could climb onto the roof and go down the chimney, because he had heard of that in another story. Do you know which one?
Three Little Pigs.
Three Little Pigs, that's right. Now, when Peter's grandfather was absolutely certain that there was no way that the wolf could get into the house, he climbed up the stairs and he went into Peter's room and he sat in a chair next to Peter's bed that was there, and he said to Peter, Peter, I have something very, very important to tell you. Now, listen up. When you are playing in the garden tomorrow, under no circumstances must you go out of the garden and into the meadow. Why? Well, I'll tell you why, Peter. Because there is a great big scary hairy wolf out there. Isn't that right, everyone? Yes! He's horrible, Peter. I've seen him. He's got two great big yellow bulging eyes and sharp pointy teeth. And what if you, Peter, were playing in the meadow and the wolf was spying on you through the trees, probably licking his lips. And then, very quietly, the wolf starts creeping up behind you, Peter, through the long grass of the meadow. And when the wolf is standing right behind you, he taps you very, very gently on the shoulder like this. Tap, tap. Well, you turn right around, Peter. You probably think it's me calling you for your dinner, but it isn't me, is it, everyone? No. It is the wolf! Ah! What would I tell your mother when she comes to pick you up for school on Monday, hey? I don't think she'd be very happy with me. Now, Peter, you go straight to sleep now. And sweet dreams. Well, then Peter's grandfather went into his own bed to try to go to sleep. Now, Peter fell asleep straight away. He wasn't afraid of any old wolf. But do you think that Peter's grandfather could sleep that night?
No.
Of course he couldn't. He sat up in bed all night, shivering and shaking, and listening to that great big hungry wolf circle around and around and around the house, looking for a way in. Oh! But the next morning, disappeared from the sky, and in its place rose the golden sun, higher and higher and higher into the sky. And along with the sun came Peter's friend, Redbird.
Pigeon pie.
My cats would like that.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Tweet, tweet.
Hello, yes. Isn't it a beautiful morning?
Yes.
Well, look at that golden sun in that bright blue sky. Well, shall I tell you what I'm going to do this morning?
Yes.
I'm going to sit on top of the tree, of course. I am going to enjoy the sun. The next morning, when Peter woke up and saw the rays of the golden sun shining through his curtains, and he heard his little friend singing so sweetly out in the meadow, he jumped out of bed, he got dressed, he ran down the stairs, through the front door, down the garden path, and into the meadow. Because Peter had forgotten all about what his grandfather had told him the night before. He'd forgotten all about the big, hungry wolf. Oh, God. Yippee! Yippee! It's playtime! Hello, everyone! Hey, Redbird! Redbird! Redbird, wait for me! Oh, Redbird! Redbird! Oh, what a beautiful day! What could possibly go wrong? Oh, you've left the gate open for one thing, Peter. That silly waddling duck will get out. So Peter scrambled back down the tree and ran back to shut the gate. But... oh, quickly, Peter! Quick! Oh, no. Now look what you've done, Peter. You've let the silly duck out. And look how silly she looks, everyone. Look how silly she looks when she waddles. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack. Quack, 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 quack.
It's quackers.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh, why don't you fly in the sky like a proper bird, duck? Well, why should I, Redbird? You know perfectly well I can swim. And with that, the duck unruffled her feathers and she dived straight into the pond. Sploosh! Oh, Redbird. Oh, Redbird. Why don't you come in for a swim? The water is lovely this morning. You know very well why I don't come in for a swim. I don't swim. Oh, yes. Yes, I'd forgotten that, Redbird. Did you just hear what Redbird said, everybody?
He can't swim.
Well, he didn't say he can't swim, but that's the truth of the matter, isn't it, Redbird? He doesn't swim because